Good morning and happy Friday, everyone. My name is Lori Oldham, and I'm from the Office of Student Affairs. Welcome to San Diego City College's Club Showcase Series, where we get to shine a bright light on the wonderful clubs and organizations within San Diego City College. Um, oh, I apologize. Let me just say that shine a bright light on all of the wonderful things that our clubs are doing at San Diego City College. Just remarkable things during these unprecedented times. It's also, I just want to say it's a privilege and honor to work with these wonderful, dedicated students and get to know them on a personal level. It's such a treat for me. And without further ado, I want you to join me in welcoming one of our nationally recognized and award-winning honor societies, Sai Beta, to our program. So Sai Beta, take it away. Thank you.
Alrighty, good morning all. My name is Michaela Vesaga. I'm joined in this presentation by Lara Brizuela and Kendall Love Walker, and we are delighted to be here today representing Psychology Club and Sai Beta at City College, which is a community college national honor society in psychology. Our Sai Beta chapter at City College was founded by Dr. Kristen Cole, who's also one of our faculty advisors, alongside Dr. Alicia Betancourt. Kendall Love Walker is our wonderful club president. She's responsible for creating agendas and facilitating our club meetings. Our vice president duo is made up of myself as well as Lara. We are responsible for also facilitating meetings at certain points, and Kendall Love will delegate any tasks necessary to us. Jennifer De La Cruz is our treasurer, and Emma Stanley, Lula Medina, and Cleo Gentry make up our social media and PR team. Our secretary position is currently open. We do not at this point in time have somebody attending every meeting to take the notes or minutes for each meeting, so maybe they are watching this right now. Sai Beta, so what is Sai Beta? Sai Beta is a national honor society for students attending two-year colleges. We have a sister organization at the university level called Sai Chi. Sai Beta invites students who plan to major or minor in psychology, as well as students who simply have an interest in psychology. On the national level, our mission is to encourage professional development and psychological literacy of students by promoting and recognizing excellence in scholarship, leadership, research, and community service. Each individual chapter's functions and activities are operated by the Sai Beta students, members, and faculty advisors, which are all the names you saw on the previous slide. And the National Council guides the affairs and policies of the organization on a wider level. Slide. Sai Beta is an honor society, so there is membership criteria. Sai Beta is open to students who maintain a minimum grade point average of 3.25 and have completed a college level psychology course with a grade of B or higher. There's also a one-time lifetime membership fee of $50. Sai Beta currently has 44,918 total members, as well as 160 active chapters, and we welcomed 1,067 new members to Sai Beta this year alone. There is a long list of benefits to membership in Sai Beta, and I can personally attest to this first one, that Sai Beta membership contributes to the members' confidence and feelings of self-worth. It's incredibly validating to be part of an honor society, but specifically an honor society in a field of study that a student's really interested in. We also reap the benefits of graduation regalia. And Psi Beta student members are eligible for student affiliate membership in esteemed organizations such as the American Psychological Association and the Association for Psychological Science. Psi Beta students are also eligible for national awards and scholarships. For example, the Student Research Paper Awards provide cash prizes of $500, $300, and $200 to 3 winning students. We're also very lucky at City College to enjoy scholarship opportunities specific to Psi Beta students at City College. Members also gain recognition for achieving the honor of membership. Among the entities that recognize Psi Beta membership is our sister organization, Psi Chi, as well as the APA, APS, psychology departments of colleges and universities, and employers. It certainly doesn't hurt to have it on your resume. And there's even more. Verification of membership for references throughout the member's lifetime is also a benefit. Psi Beta students are also eligible for different annual awards, such as the Building Bonds Awards, Chapter Excellence, which is an award that the Sai Beta chapter at City College has achieved in the past, as well as Chapter Community Service, Individual Community Service, College Life Award, and Faculty Advisor. Sai Beta also offers the opportunity to participate in national, regional, and local psychological association programs, including paper and poster presentations at professional conferences. Sai Beta at City College was actually planning to attend the Western Psychological Association conference in 2020 in San Francisco before the COVID-19 pandemic, so we had to set that aside. Sai Beta membership also meets one of the requirements for entrance at the GS7 level in numerous occupations in federal service. And to close out this section, Sai Beta students also enjoy many fruitful networking opportunities. So now I'll pass it over to our president, Kendall Walker.
Hi, everyone. I'm Kendall Love. The honor and privilege of being president this year, my last semester at City College. So I just want to talk a little bit about what the difference between Sai Beta and Psychology Club is. We have a lot of interesting things that we get to do. And if you are interested in psychology, you can join the Psychology Club, which is associated with Sai Beta, but without the GPA and the membership fees. So Psychology Club pretty much reaps all of the benefits that Sai Beta gets. We are the members that organize most of everything. And you can just come in and sit back and relax and enjoy. And some of those are getting to discuss psychology related articles and news that is happening, updating the trends that are happening in psychology. If you want to benefit from being in the company of faculty advisors who can give you some additional guidance and a breadth of experience, we've got some amazing professors who are on board to help you and guide you through your path. A lot of these things can be a little bit confusing. Maybe you're not sure which department or genre of psychology to go into. There's a ton of information and resources within the Psychology Club. If you enjoy spending time with like-minded individuals who care about mental health, this is definitely the club for you. We're all very supportive of one another, and the mental health factor is our very first priority. Do you want to participate in organized volunteer community service activities? Now, these are a little bit on hold right now because of the pandemic, but we have been managing to figure out ways to do things remotely to still handle outreach programs and help our community and our student body alike. If you'd like to if you like to watch psychologically based movies with friends, we have started watch parties this year, which has been so much fun. Everything's remote, obviously, which might be something that we can transition later into in-person activities. But this gives us the opportunity to kind of look at the psychological standpoint from an artistic point of view, and then discuss the films afterwards and see how we feel about what we've watched. The club and Sai Beta alike also are very dominant on stress reducing tips and activities. So we like to add a meditation practices in during our meetings, and talk about anything that we've been challenged with, if we've got something on our mind that we want to discuss. If you want to be around empathetic, compassionate individuals who want to uplift you, this is definitely the club for you. And this is sort of a mix of what the perks of Sai Beta as well as Psychology Club entail. So all of anything that's mentioned here with respect to actually going to do something in person is obviously sort of on hold right now till post-pandemic. But we still are doing a lot of things remotely, like the leadership workshops and creating study groups, participating in mental health awareness events, having guest speakers come and talk about any particular genre of the psychology that they happen to be in, so you get some firsthand knowledge of what those fields are like. There's just a ton of benefits and outlets for the Psychology Club for the members altogether. So what can you expect in Psychology Club? Well, like I was kind of talking about here, we're going to be looking at articles. The Zoom meetings are every second and fourth Wednesday. The meetings are not mandatory. So this is a misconception. If you would like to join the club, but you can't make every meeting, or you just don't think you can make the meetings at all at this particular time, that is no problem. We get to share all of our wins and struggles. This is uplifting each other as well as being a platform of support for each other. You'll feel welcome and accepted. No judgment. It is a judgment-free zone when you enter into our circle. The watch parties are a lot of fun, and the camaraderie and friendship is something that I personally am enjoying myself, and watching this club grow from just students on campus to what seems to be a family of friendships. Here's a few of the activities that we were able to do right before the pandemic hit. We had Halloween fundraisers, and we brought some emotional support dogs on campus for the poster section, which was really amazing to see all of the students and guests respond to the dogs. And then we had a fundraiser. We had a donation of gift bags and cards, and had a couple of days selling those. That was a lot of fun. We got to see a lot of the students on campus that we normally wouldn't get to interact with. So now I'd like to hand it over to Lara.
Thank you, Kendall Love, Michaela. So I'm Lara Boswella. I'm co-VP with Michaela, and what I wanted to start off with is, for this section of it, is with the Sai Beta and Psychology Club, just kind of some testimonials. So I'm going to share what it's meant to me, and then Kendall Love and Michaela are going to jump in and share as well. For me personally, Sai Beta and Psychology Club are two separate things. They're intertwined so beautifully. Sai Beta is an opportunity for me not only to get a seat at the table that I've earned through my hard work and maintaining of a GPA and just really trying to manage my time and commit to my studies, but it's also an opportunity to have such an amazing support network in a field that I'm passionate about. I'm personally choosing to major in psychology. And so to be able to rely on advisors like Dr. Cole, Dr. Betancourt, to help point out classes I may not have thought of, to help direct me to mental health work certificate that is also an option exclusively at City College, and just provide some general guidance is completely priceless and invaluable. When it comes to the Psychology Club, I like leadership opportunities. And so to be able to be part of a club where I get to serve in a role that helps support my fellow classmates and help bounce ideas off of and share psychologically based articles and just different resources, but also have a place where I can say, hey guys, I'm feeling really overwhelmed today. Is there something that I can share with you, or can you help me out with this? Or are you kind of feeling that way too? It's like Kendall Love said, a very non-judgmental place that I can show up and be myself in all forms and get that camaraderie and friendship. So if that is at all appealing, I definitely wanted to share my perspective, and maybe some of that resonates with you. Kendall Love, did you want to go next?
Yes, that was beautiful. So I've had the good fortune to be a part of this club for a year now. And it has been probably the single most amazing growth opportunity for me to step into my own inner self and decide what I wanted to do and how I was going to do it by actually watching the advisors and getting guidance, like you said, from not just Dr. Cole, who's amazing. There's no words for her, but all of the staff in the psychology department are just really supportive and amazing. And this is an opportunity I'm starting to realize just this semester how much of an opportunity this is to actually make a difference as well, and start on my path of what I intend to do initially, and really bring that just to the small community of City College. And I don't know that this experience would be the same without this club, to be honest. So I'm very grateful to be a part of it. Michaela?
Yes. Thank you both. Those were beautiful testimonials. I joined Sai Beta about a year and a half ago, and at the time our chapter was in a bit of a lull. Our membership was a little low, and I wasn't sure what to expect. I was excited about the scholarly and academic opportunities I was hoping to find there, and it was my first introduction into like a college level honor society. And I am so excited that I found not only all of these excellent academic and mentorship opportunities and found incredible guidance from our advisors and faculty, but also like with as our membership grew and all of these excellent, caring, empathetic personalities joined, I found not only these excellent career opportunities, but a real sense of camaraderie and friendship and support in Sai Beta, for which I'm very grateful. So that's my piece.
Thank you both. So hopefully at this point, you're watching this and you're thinking, hey, sign me up, what's next? Or I know somebody who this could be perfect for. They've mentioned they're looking for some of these things to participate. So what's next? How do you get involved? And it's really easy. It's really a matter of sending an email to us if you want to be specifically involved in the psychology club. These are the details to be able to do that. Just send us an email to sdcitysaibeta@gmail.com. Mention that you're interested and mark your calendar. Our meetings via Zoom during the pandemic is going to be, or are currently being held, the second and fourth Wednesday of each month from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Again, we completely understand that not everybody is able to make that time all the time. We'd love to have you as often as you can attend. So shoot us that email. We'll make sure you have the Zoom information that you can plug that into your calendar. And then as far as Sai Beta, if this is an honor society that sounds interesting and appealing to you, you're interested in psychology, similar steps. You're going to go ahead and email Cole, C-O-L-E, @sdccd.edu and let Dr. Cole know specifically that you're interested in joining Sai Beta, what she'll do is she'll send you our application and instructions for you to fill out and get that back to her. Once your application is approved, you're going to receive a link, and that link is going to take you to pay your one-time membership fee that Michaela had mentioned. It's $50. Once that's paid, you are a part of Sai Beta. So whether you're part of Sai Beta or not, join us for the Psychology Club. Sai Beta will absolutely enhance that experience and give you access to all the benefits that we had mentioned previously, including access to the regalia, which the middle image of the cords is what is provided by the Psychology Club. And then there's more things that you can gain access to for purchase through the Sai Beta National website. So at this time, we would love to open it up for questions.
Well, thank you so much, Michaela and Kendall and Lara. If you stop sharing, I'd love to ask you all a few questions. One of the things that I can tell you is that with working with a lot of students, what I'm discovering is that students are struggling right now, and they're finding it difficult to stay connected to their classes, let alone something that's extracurricular like an honor society. Each of you, could you just tell me what your tips or tricks are? Like, how are you overcoming those kinds of struggles to show up? And if you want to start with, I see Lara, Kendall Love, and Michaela, please.
I'll go first. Yeah, that's a very solid question. I definitely, just like everybody else, have days where I just don't have it in me. You know, there's a lot going on in the world and it can be a little bit overwhelming. So part of what keeps me successful is communication, being willing to be vulnerable and say to my professors, hey, this has come up and I'm not able to perform at my best right now. You know, is there a time or a solution or, you know, something that I'm not thinking of that can help me in this particular moment? I think I've probably done that in every single one of my classes at some point in time. And for me, that has helped me feel supported. It's helped me feel successful in moments where I wasn't able to stay on top of the curriculum the way that I really wanted to personally. And it really allows our professors to have that interaction with us, which is, you know, one of the reasons they want to be a professor is to have the one-on-one interaction with students and really help guide us and uplift us and help us find our individual success. You know, I started college later in life. I fulfilled a career and decided I was ready for something else. I was ready to use my skills and my attributes in a different way, more people oriented. And to come to campus at the time in life that I have so much gratitude and awareness that it's a privilege that I have at this point in my life that I am able to make the time, sometimes very little of it, but I'm able to do it. And I just want to take advantage of that opportunity and being part of Sai Beta and the Psychology Club and really leaning on my peers allows me to do that and get through and stay at the level that I want to be at.
Thank you, Lara. Kendall Love?
Yes, I think the one dynamic I've started to really lean into is scheduling myself into my schedule. I have this belief system that there's no such thing as time management. It all revolves around self-management. And being the yes girl and saying yes to everything and everyone, I had to take a step back and really kind of shift priorities a little bit and make myself one of them. And whether that's just scheduling a 15-minute break if I'm in the middle of studying something, or actually walking away from my homework altogether to go outside, or and it may sound a little bit cliche, but really taking it, getting away from it and coming back refreshes you. And breathing. If I could give you one piece of advice, it is to just keep breathing. And if you have to step away and really bring that breath all the way down into your diaphragm, it will shift everything in your whole entire body. And I think that has helped.
Thank you, Kendall. Michaela, may I ask you?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me make sure I'm not muted. Yes, okay. Something that helped me sort of navigate everything going on this past year was something that might sound a little bit tough at first, but like turning stress into gratitude. Like when I'm sitting in traffic, I'm like, well, I'm grateful I have a car. Or when an assignment is coming up and I'm very stressed about it, I'm grateful for access to an education at City College. And additionally, I really liked what Lara said about leaning on your peers, because I feel like extracurriculars kind of at first blush might sound like an added responsibility, but it really feels supplemental to me, like to support systems. And I look forward to our meetings and seeing everybody. And I know that when I hop on the Zoom call, it's not a bunch of random faces on the other screen. It's people who care and are also excited to be there. And that has also really helped me get through the changes in our modality this year with school. So thank you, Lori. That's a great question.
Thank you. It's very well documented how, as a student, getting involved in student clubs and organizations builds connectivity to their college and are more successful at not only persisting through, but also completing, right? For those new and returning students that are watching right now, final piece of advice, if they are doubting. I know we had talked earlier before going on about imposter syndrome and things of that nature. And it's coming from a psychological viewpoint, if you will, through your lens. Like, what would you offer in terms of advice to students that are, like maybe school's not for me, or I don't think I could be a part of a club or organization? And I'll start, if you wouldn't mind, going again with Lara, Kendall, and then Michaela, please.
I love what Michaela said, that she doesn't see it as extra, it's supplemental. Because what I have found being in a club is that sense of community. I'm not alone in this experience, and being connected is such a college experience. That's something that I'm really grateful to be participating in, that I felt I had missed much earlier in life, is being connected to my peers. But also, I cannot tell you the shortcuts that being part of a club have created for me in my educational experience. Saying to a group of people, these are my goals, and having them rally around me and say, okay, let's get you there. Don't worry about that. Check out this, look here. Shortcuts mean a lot when you're paying for classes and only have so much time. And that has really benefited me a lot.
Thank you, Lara. Kendall, love?
Well, I kind of brought this up last night at the induction ceremony in my speech. And I'd like to say that there is no growth in the comfort zone. So in the times that you feel like you just want to give up, or things feel impossible or very uncomfortable, I think that it's really important to remember that if you reflect on your life and everything that you have been through and things that you have gotten through, and the toughest times were the times, as cliche as it sounds, that made you stronger. So you come out of all of these challenges and this uncomfortability, having grown stronger and having become a little bit wiser. And then in the easy times, that's when you get to celebrate the growth. But there is no growth in the comfort zone. So be bold and get uncomfortable in your skin and step outside of that comfort zone and try something new. Is you can always walk away from it if you really, really feel that it isn't resonating with you, but you will never know the benefit. And you might discover something about yourself too in the process.
Thank you, Kendall Love. I love what you both have said thus far, because students want to hear it from their peers versus, professors, which is great. I love our supportive professors at City. Like I said, it's a magical place, but hearing it from their peers is another thing. Michaela, if you'll round us out, please.
Yeah, sort of piggybacking off of what Kendall Love said, that growth doesn't happen in your comfort zone, and to step outside of that. If students who are returning or maybe first time going to college are feeling a little maybe intimidated or daunted by the experience, to take a baby step outside of your comfort zone. You don't have to take a full course load and join 3 clubs right off the bat. You can maybe feel out 2 or 3 classes that you're interested in, and then join a club like Sai Beta or psychology club. And you find a lot of inspiration there. I feel like what Lara said about your peers rallying behind you. There's definitely a lot of inspiration to be found in those spaces. And so, yeah.
Thank you so much, Michaela. Well, I'm sorry to bring this to a conclusion, because I could actually talk with you all day long. I can tell that the type of club that you are, just by how you motivate one another, how kind you are to one another. I think that's really key, is because kindness is free right now. It's all the time, but right now we need a lot more of it, and a lot more understanding and grace. Giving it, and also because if we give it, we know we're going to be on the receiving end of receiving it. So I want to thank Sai Beta for joining us today. For you that have been viewing, I thank you for joining us as well. My name is Lori Oldham, and I wish you all a wonderful, happy, and safe spring break. Till next time.